Hey everyone, how you doing today? Mary Ellen Vinock and Sue Jennings. We are the real estate ladies of North Atlanta, and we have a treat for you today. We are going to talk about what kind of luxury homes you can buy for $1.5 million in the Alpharetta Milton area. What an exciting bunch of homes we're going to look at today. Hi Sue, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Mary Ellen. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So I guess we're going to start with 415 Crestwick Court in Alpharetta.
Okay.
And that one is currently for sale, and it was originally at 1.5, and they have decreased it to 1.50.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of showing you what you get. You see what you can get?
So this home is 5 bedrooms. It's got 5 full baths and 1 half bath. It's 6,593 square feet. And it does have, an attached garage and everything else. The interesting thing about this particular home that it's in one of the Windward subdivisions that's gated, and it's basically a 0 lot line community, but it does back up to the golf course of Golf Club of Georgia, Lakeside course that would be. Not all the homes are golf course lots. I'm not 100% certain whether this one is or not, but it is in that gated community. And this particular home was built in 2004.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see the backyard now, right? It's not a big backyard, but you're really paying for the location.
Right.
As you can see
you really are. And Windward has wonderful amenities in terms of swim, tennis. They've got Alta and USTA tennis teams for all different ages and ability levels. There's, of course, the lake in Windward with a marina, playground, swimming pools, and everything else that you could want to enjoy there.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Let's see. The next home we're going to talk about is 315 Sweet Glum Circle in Milton, Georgia. Okay. And that's sold for 1.450. Okay.
Right, it did. This home is 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and 1 half bath. It was built in 2001, and it's 7,250 square feet. So some of the beauty of the Milton area is that there are the lot sizes are generally at least an acre, and this particular subdivision is Nettlebrook Farms.
Great subdivision. And you're going to get a little more property on this side of Alpharetta. It's more on the Milton side than the Alpharetta side. So you see it's kind of clean, and it's sold at 1.450. So
nice property.
We'll just go through some of the pictures. I want our viewers to know what they can get for their money. This is like the updates and everything else, because it's really important. Even though Milton and Alpharetta are a new city, there's still some homes that, have been around 30, 40 years, right? So you have to make sure that these homes, but look at that backyard, beautiful backyard. Okay.
And that's at the end of a cul-de-sac, which is a desirable lot for a lot of people, especially if they have children.
And what you're going to see too is you're going to see tons of amenities, pickleball and tennis and playgrounds, and just really kind of showing all the areas here. This is just kind of showing a little bit about the Milton area. Of course, horses. We're going to see a lot of that. So great job on those photos from that agent. Okay. So the next one we're gonna talk about, and this one is pending. It's 808 Chestnut Place in Milton. And you can see, obviously, sometimes the properties in Milton do have a little bit more property. So you'll see a little bit more privacy. So if you're looking for privacy, you probably want to go towards the Milton area. If you're looking for better locations closer to the highway, then kind of on the Alpharetta side.
Right, right. So 808 Chestnut Place is in Blue Valley. Blue Valley is a relatively new subdivision. This particular home was built in 2018, and it's 6,221 square feet with 6 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and a half bath. And the other thing about the Milton and the Alpharetta area is excellent schools. So these are great homes for, families, and, there's just a lot of property around all of these homes.
Yeah, you definitely can see,
Very pretty.
beautiful hardwood floors in this house. And look at the master. I mean, the master is pretty incredible. So you're going to see, I mean, and it's preference, what do you prefer now? And it's also what's trending, what's not. You're going to see some of those interesting tubs in the master, bathroom. You're not going to see the jetted tubs anymore. And let's explain to our viewers that most of these houses have 3 levels. So you're going to have a main level, you're going to have an upstairs, and you're going to have it's called a terrace level, but us people from the north, what do we call it? We call it basements. So
right.
Like this is a media room right here. We'll call this, a basement, but it's really called a terrace level because you do get a lot of light in your basement area. As you can see.
It's a requirement here that if you do have a basement or terrace level on the home has to have egress from that level to the outside. So when you do have a basement here or a terrace level here, it's generally because the lot or the land does have a little bit of a slope to it, so that you can have an easy access or walk out from that terrace level. And up north in the Philadelphia area, even the New York area where Mary Ellen and I are from, that was not a requirement to have the egress from the lower level like that.
Yeah. So, and that's why it's really hard to find a flat piece of property in Georgia. We're on the hills. So, so as we go on to the next one, we're going to talk about this one, which is 815 Champions Close in Milton. And this one did sell 2.3% below asking. It sold at 1.460, but it was listed at 1.495. So you can see this house is a little older. So, maybe that there's so much new construction in the Alpharetta Milton area. So that might be, a reasoning why it probably needs some updating to someone's preference. I'm not saying it's not movable house, but what you're going to see, it has a really pretty pool, as you can see there, and it's in the Milton area. So tell a little bit about this for us.
Yeah, so this house was built in 2001, so it's now 24 years old. It is 8,146 square feet, so it's a generous sized home. It does have 7 bedrooms, 6 full baths, and 2 half baths. And it's in Champions Overlook, which is a gorgeous subdivision.
It really is. Yeah, so you're going to see the, the floor colors are the ones from 20 years ago. Obviously, the bathroom's a little dated, but it's not terrible. People coming, I think we're a little snobby here in Georgia when it comes to that, because we have so much new here that everyone's always looking for all the trending stuff. So it's kind of interesting. That was an interesting bathroom that we just went through. But anyway, it does have that terrace level and has a lot of bedrooms, a lot of areas, and has a really nice outdoor area with a pool, which is really kind of cool.
That covered space is really important here in Georgia because we do have warm summers, and it's just nice to have, a covered outdoor area.
Yes, and it just looks beautiful, and then with that pool too as well.
Right.
Okay. So the next one we're going to go to is under contract. Now look at this. This is a brand new construction, so this is totally different than what we have seen in the last 20 years in Alpharetta and Milton. So let's dig into this
Right.
one.
So
This one
Mary Ellen
is
and I actually did tour this home. This home is in the Gathering in Alpharetta, which is located at exit 9 of Georgia 400. It's on Haynesbridge Road at Westside Parkway. This
location's
home,
amazing. Location's amazing, right, Sue?
right. It is. It is. And actually, what I found about this home was that the space was very well used in the home. It's 3,098 square feet, but it has 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, and a half bath. And it has amazing outdoor space
Oh, yes.
that you'll see when we get to that part in the pictures. It's up the outdoor space. Some of it steps off from the master bedroom itself for a small balcony. And then
Yes.
the 3rd floor has a really nice rooftop deck that's covered and has a fireplace and everything else.
Yeah, as you can see up here, as we're going towards the outdoors, this is outdoors. This is pretty amazing, this area here. And it's so big. It really is. And here's the floor plans. So you're going to see this. So this is just not typical Georgia house, right, Sue?
No, it's really not. This particular home comes in 2 different styles. One with the peaked roof like you see, and then the other one had like a flatter roof. But the floor plans inside this particular model are the same. It's just they had 2 different elevations to choose from.
Yeah, and
this community also has 4-bedroom townhouses and 2-bedroom townhouses as well, because the way the permitting is done now, it's based upon you can have the same number of bedrooms as you do parking spaces at a property. So this home has a 2-car garage and parking for 2 cars on the driveway. So it was permitted as a 4-bedroom home, which it is.
Perfect. And I think that what people are looking for, that they're maybe coming from that other house with lots of square footage and they just want to downsize their square footage, but be in a great location. So this is a great option of right sizing from that bigger house to a smaller house, same price point, but just getting what they need. So
right. And with a lot of these newer homes that are 3 stories like that one, there is an option for an elevator. And a lot of people are opting to put the elevators in these homes.
Yes, elevators are important now. All right, so let's dig into this next one, which is 2200 Cortland Road in Milton. And this is for sale at 1.5 million.
Okay, Mary Ellen, this home was built in 2021, so it's a relatively new home. It is 3,442 square feet, so just slightly larger than the last home we looked at, but this one is 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, and a half bath. And it's located in Lakeside at Crabapple. It is another 0 lot line community, but the beauty of Crabapple is it's walkable to shops and restaurants and has a very, very cute downtown area.
Yeah, you can just see how adorable this area is, how cute the house is. And you can tell that this is, you know, a newer home compared to something that was 20 years ago. So this is kind of what they're building now, you know, and you've got those tubs and those big showers that Sue and I can fit in. Probably like 3 or 4 people can fit in the shower. I mean, you can have the kids. I don't know. They're building these showers that are so big. It's just something that's trending that everybody loves, right, Sue? I mean, they keep building it, you know? So
the shower, I don't understand. I'd be interested to hear what our listeners have to say, but the showers that are like wet rooms where they actually put a freestanding tub inside the shower. And so you have your regular shower and your tub all in one glassed in room. And I'd be curious to find out from somebody who has one of those, how easy it is to maintain that and keep it clean and keep it dry. If anybody has one of those, send us a message.
Yeah. So this is actually where it's located too. So this is kind of all the information for homes in the, in this price point. So
And this last one we looked at, by the way, is very, very close to the middle school and the high school. It would be Northwestern Middle and Milton High School, very, very close by.
okay, fantastic. So now we're going to go into our next segment, which is Haven Overlook. Okay, so we are going to look into where I'm going to bring up Haven Overlook so people can see what it looks like. And so you're going to talk a little bit about Haven Overlook and where it's
Yes.
located.
Haven Overlook is by Arcan Homes, and it's located in Suwanee, Georgia. This subdivision is a small subdivision of only 13 family residences, and they really do try to focus on comfort, privacy, and convenience, because Suwanee is a great location that's still developing. It's on the south side of Sugar Hill, and it's to the east of Johns Creek. It's really nestled away from like the hustle and bustle of the city, but very, very close to the city. And they also do offer top tier amenities in these homes. So you can have a tranquil lifestyle in this community, but not sacrifice any of the amenities and the accessibility to the city that you're looking for.
Yeah, and they're priced at like 1.13 for 3,700 square feet. This is kind of what they look like. Here's kind of a floor plan, and you know it's and there's the location of it. It's a great location too.
It is.
And you know, we haven't really seen this builder much. Arcan Homes have what
I think this is the second community that we have covered that is being built by Arcan Homes. I don't know a lot about them, but we'll have to look into that and find out some more, Mariella.
Yeah. So you're about 1.3, you know, anywhere from 1.2 to 1.3. Here's another one that is available. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5, 3,200 square feet. And kind of there's the floor plan of that. So yeah, so schedule a tour. Yeah, they really are pretty. So schedule a tour. Let us know. We're happy to give you some more information on that. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about what we love about North Atlanta. And we're going to talk about the supportive community. So how supportive is the community here?
Well, Atlanta is known for its Southern hospitality, but it also has a rich history and culture and so forth here. It was the cradle of the civil rights movement back in the late 60s. It has a long legacy of people coming together and, you know, for progress and justice. It also really got it kickstarted when the Olympics came into the city in the late 90s. But it's a city of neighborhoods, and these neighborhoods are tight knit, and the people in these communities really do, try to get to know each other. They're people from a diverse backgrounds, all walks of life, and they celebrate each other's cultures. And we do see a lot of diversity in the celebrations here and the cultures and so forth. And people also are known here to rally around each other in their small businesses and support each other. Even Mary Ellen and myself, we started, a group here in Alpharetta where we support, the businesses here in downtown Alpharetta, just to help each other out, to grow our businesses, to network, and to really get to know each other. We also have a strong artist community here that, have really made it through some tough times in this area, in this country and so forth. But Atlantans really take pride in uplifting each other and making the city feel like family.
Yes, I love that. So really just supportive. We're supportive here in Alpharetta. We really love to shop local. We love to promote our local businesses. It's tough. Life is, sometimes it's tough. So we want to be able to help our community, help the people around us, and support them in however we can. I mean, some of this stuff is free. I mean, promoting them on social media, there's nothing wrong with us. And we love to promote our businesses. So if you have any businesses that you love, let us know, because we love to do interviews with businesses, and we like to promote them on our social medias as well. So,
Right.
all right. So let's dig into our design tip of the day.
Our design tip of the day today is to add a mudroom to your home if at all possible. It's just a very functional and stylish area where it gives you a place when you come home. You've got a place to take your shoes off, drop your bags, keep your coat in a certain spot, and it also keeps your home cleaner and more organized to have a mudroom in your home.
Do you see these inspirational mudroom ideas?
Yeah. So especially if you have kids or pets, these are great areas to organize your life and keep messes in one spot in your home. They also increase your home's property value if you can create a mudroom at your garage entrance, or a side door entrance, or back door entrance, because our buyers are looking for practical storage solutions. They're looking for well-designed mudroom areas or drop zone areas with built-in cubbies or benches or hooks that can catch all the things that make a home untidy in the regular routine. Some mudrooms can double as laundry areas. It's okay if the washer and dryer is right there, but you've got cubbies on the other wall, perhaps. Because this gives the spot for your deliveries. All of us have Amazon deliveries and so forth that we're receiving these days. So whether you're coming in on a rainy day, or you're just trying to get all the school gear together to get out the door or in the door, a mudroom will help with that chaos in your home.
And you know what's so interesting, Sue, is that Georgia clay. Like, I just always think mudroom. Georgia clay gets everywhere. Take your shoes off, put it so it's really somewhere to organize all of that when you're walking in from your garage, from outside, from different things. And I thought that was kind of really interesting. Just Home Depot just had that cute little YouTube video on mudrooms. So I just thought that those are just like some great solutions. So I want to ask our viewers, what kind of mudroom do you have, and what's your favorite? Any favorites or anything like that? So, and how big is your mudroom? I mean, it could be really small. I mean, I had some people move from the north, and they were like, "Oh, well, we need somewhere to put our boots," and I'm like, we don't have snow and boots and everything else, but every house we went into, if there was no mudroom, she was figuring out how to put a mudroom in to put the kids' stuff and all that kind of, so it's interesting how that has transformed in the past, 10 years. Like, mudrooms are just important. Even if you don't have kids, even if, people just love those little mudrooms coming into the house.
And what's another funny thing in here is that you often do not see coat closets on the first floor of a home. Sometimes you'll see one maybe down on the terrace level or whatever, but winter coats are not something.
Well, yeah, that was a big adjustment when I moved here, because I was like, where's the coat closet? They're like, this itty bitty closet. I'm like, oh, that could fit like a vacuum. That's it, So we were so used to, in the north, both of us from the north, and like, you'd walk in and there'd be a coat closet. Now there's a mudroom instead. That's kind of what's the difference there. So anyway, I think we really covered some great stuff today. We showed our viewers what you can get for $1.5 million. That's a lot of money. We do the lower price points, the higher price points, but today we were showing in the luxury what you get for 1.5. We also talked about a new subdivision called Haven Overlook in Suwanee, and there's only a couple homes there. It's a great location, about 1.2 to 1.3 million. And then we talked about how supportive the community is in the North Atlanta area. And last, we talked about mudrooms, which is a great topic to talk about. So we want to know what was your favorite house you saw today? and area, and mudrooms. Let's talk, mudrooms were fun. So anything else you want to add today, Sue?
Yeah, if anybody has pictures of their mudroom with some great inspo ideas for others, send us the pictures too. We'd be happy to, put them on air and take a look at them.
Yes, thank you. And thanks for listening, and let us know, follow us on socials, and just let us know how we can assist you. And also, if you have a business in the North Atlanta area, reach out to us. We'd love to promote it.
Great.
Have a great day, everybody.